The Muscatine City Council will come to order. Fran, would you conduct a roll call, please?
Yes. Councilmembers Lorette.
Present.
Fitzgerald.
Present.
Natick.
Present.
Tamani.
Present.
Bynum.
Present.
Phillips. Present. Red.
Present.
All present, Your Honor.
Thank you, Fran. Folks, would you stand and join me in a pledge of allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you and welcome, everyone. If there is anyone in the audience that has an issue that they'd like to discuss with council this evening, an issue that is not on the agenda, now would be the time to come to the podium and state your name and address. Very good. We'll move on to item 5, consent agenda. The following items are considered to be routine by the City Council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless the council member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. And those items are 6A, items 8A through H, items 9A and B, items 12A through H, and bills. Okay, moving on, item 7. Oh, that's right, is there a motion? My bad. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as noted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Bob, and a second?
Second.
Second, Scott. All those in favor say aye. I'm sorry, discussion. No discussion. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Now we'll get into the rhythm of things, okay?
Must be the heat, huh?
Item 7, public hearing, 7A. This public hearing concerns the approval of the proposed plans, specifications, form of contract, cost estimate, and establishing the bid opening date for the project identified as T-Hanger Apron Drainage Improvements at the Muscatine Municipal Airport. Project improvements will include removing an existing French drain system and installing storm sewer intakes, storm sewer, and an outlet upstream of a proposed septic tank manhole or existing oil and/or water separator. Prior to the soliciting of bids for this project, a public hearing is required. Now is the time for the public to comment.
Move to close.
Second.
Motion by Osama, second Tom. Any discussion, council? Those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item 7B. This public hearing concerns the proposed vacation of utility easements at the former National Guard Armory at 1421 Park Avenue. The new owners of this property and the parcel located directly north of it are requesting the vacation of 2 existing utility easements. It is the applicant's intent to combine these 2 parcels and relocate the utility easements of this new, larger parcel. The Planning and Zoning Commission is unanimously recommending the vacation of the utility easement. Prior to any action by City Council, a public hearing is required. Now is the time for the public to comment.
Move to close.
Motion to close, is that Mark? Second, Scott. Any discussion, council? Those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item 11A, resolution improving the plans, specifications, form of contract, cost estimate, and establishing a bid opening date for the project identified as T-Hanger Apron Drainage Improvements at the Municipal Airport. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved.
Tom, and a second?
Second, Your Honor.
Second, Osama. Any discussion, council? And this is a roll call vote, beginning with Tom.
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
And Mark?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item B, a resolution approving the vacation of certain utility easements for property located at 1421 Park Avenue. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Motion Scott,
Second, Your Honor.
Second, Phil. Any discussion, council? Also a roll call vote, beginning with Scott.
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
And Osama?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item 11C, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution releasing a real estate mortgage under the 2009 CDBG Housing Rehabilitation Program for 1828 New Hampshire Street. The property owner received the maximum $24,999 in funding assistance through a 5-year forgivable loan, which she entered into on August 13th, 2010. She now wishes to refinance her house. The mortgage release would allow the bank to move forward with the loan. To safeguard the city's interest, a new mortgage has been signed by the property owner and will be recorded by the city once the bank has completed its loan processing. The property owner has agreed to pay the costs the city will incur for releasing the original mortgage and recording the second mortgage. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
That would be
Second.
Phil, and a second, Jeanette. Any discussion, council? Also a roll call vote. Phil?
Aye.
And Mark?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
And Scott?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item 11D, presented for City Council's consideration, is a resolution accepting easements for Phase 1 of the West Hill Sanitary and Storm Sewer Separation Project. This project is scheduled to begin this year. In order to complete Phase 1, temporary easements from 4 property owners must be acquired by the city. Negotiations to complete the easements have been conducted or continue to be conducted with the property owners. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
We'll give that to Mark. And a second, was that you, Jeanette, I heard?
I think it was Tom.
Okay. Any discussion, council? And this is a roll call vote, beginning with Mark.
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
And Phil?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item E, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to approve engineering and/or land survey services at the municipal airport. The city continues to utilize Anderson Bogart Engineers and Surveyors Incorporated for design and consultant services at the airport. As a result, the city periodically enters into a professional services agreement with them as necessary. It is staff's recommendation the engineering and/or land surveying services agreement with Anderson Bogart for the period beginning July 1st, 2012 be approved by City Council. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved.
Motion by Scott,
Second, Your Honor.
second Phil. Any discussion, council? This is a voice vote, so all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Carried 7-0. Item F, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to approve the issuance of a purchase order for a used vehicle for community development. This request is for replacement of the vehicle currently being used by the Health and Housing Coordinator. The vehicle being proposed for purchase from Krieger Motor Company is a 2009 Pontiac Torrent, all-wheel drive. The purchase price is $17,250. There is $17,500 budgeted for this purchase. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
That would be Bob, and a second?
Second.
Second, Tom. Any discussion, council?
Mayor, I'd just like to note my concern with investing in a vehicle that is basically an extinct brand, given that there are any number of manufacturers that are existing and long-standing dealing in that market. I'm not sure, and I understand that the risk I'm talking about is remote and deals mostly with insurance situation, but I just think it's unnecessary risk.
Anyone else, council? Okay, this is a voice vote, folks. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Nay.
Motion carries 6-1. Item G, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to approve a supplemental agreement for the engineering design of renovations to the Bond and Schley pumping stations. On January 19th, 2012, the city entered into an agreement with Stanley Consultants for the engineering design for the pumping stations. They have now submitted a supplemental agreement which amends the original agreement and converts a previously prepared technical specifications to a formal bidding document at a cost of $3,500. It is staff's recommendation the agreement be approved. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved.
Jeanette, and a second?
Second.
Mark?
That was Mark. Okay. Any discussion, council? Also a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item H, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to approve an Iowa Department of Transportation annual agreement for the maintenance of primary roads in municipalities. Annually, the city enters into a roadway maintenance agreement with the Iowa Department of Transportation for maintenance and repair to primary roads within the city limits. Tonight's action would be a supplement to the 5-year agreement approved in June 2011 and effective through June 30th, 2016. The Iowa Department of Transportation pays the city $1,050 per lane mile for the work, and the city contains 19.16 lane miles. The Iowa Department of Transportation agrees to pay the city $20,118. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Was that Phil?
Yes.
Okay, and a second, Tom? Any discussion, council? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Moving along to item 14, it is now time for communications from council. We'll begin with Councilman Lorette.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd just like to note that we had a couple great events last week. The tailgate with Marvin McNutt downtown, very well attended, was a great event.
He was an Iowa football player, wasn't he, Mark?
Iowa Hawkeye, yep, all-time leading receiver.
They had one good one.
And of course, the Art Center had their Muscatine ice cream social, which again was a great event. Lots of turnout, so great to see events happening. Hope we'll see more. That's all I have.
All right, Phil?
Nothing at this time, Your Honor.
Pat?
Just along with what Mark said, we're fortunate to have such a wide variety of activities over the 4th. The whole Patriarchal Week was really good.
Osama?
I have nothing tonight, thank you.
Councilman Bynum?
Mayor, I'd just like to remind the city of Muscatine that the next meeting of the city comprehensive plan is July 10th. I believe it starts at 6 p.m. At the transfer station. Is that correct, Greg?
Is it, Steve, is it 5:30 or 6? 6:30.
6:30?
At the transfer station, is that confirmed? Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Jeanette?
I have nothing.
And Tom?
Nothing this evening, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Greg?
Just as a follow-up to our conversation, or not really conversation, but our text last night, I have followed up with MPW, and they're investigating as to why the bridge lights did not operate during the 4th of July celebration downtown last night. They did not have an answer as of this afternoon, so I am following up.
Fireworks were good. A lighted bridge would have been even better.
Yes, it would.
So, Fran?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Very good. And I have nothing. Any other business, council? Is there a motion to adjourn? Oh, Osama. Meeting's adjourned.
Beat him. Pay out. Ooh, what is it?
What? You did want to bet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Tom was just about to
15 minutes.
Did he welch on a bet?
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. I will keep that.